All right, man. Let's talk about it. Chances. We know we got Fulton and Inoue coming up. I believe next Tuesday. I think it's the 25th. Um, and apparently Sean Zell, let some information out about Inoue and Stephen Fulton. Now they doing random drug tests. You're hearing that a lot of PBC fighters don't do. Yes, Tuesday, the 25th. Probably gonna be on like 4, 5, 6 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. That a lot of PBC fighters don't want to do random drug testing. And when they do random drug testing, then it's like you know, um, it's kind of kept under wraps. Like I said the other day, it was a fighter on the Ugas and Errol Spence card that popped out for failing the drug test. That's a rumor that's going out there, and I heard it to be true, but just gonna continue to call it a rumor. And you know, but let's talk about it. Check out the Box News playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. So yeah, he basically was saying that um Inoue got pissed when they signed up for VADA and it was random, uh, and it was a random drug test. Matter of fact, I'll let him tell you, man. Fair use. I'll let him explain it. Give me a minute. Um, and then all of a sudden, when he found out it was random drug testing, then he pulled. He had an injury, and a lot of people mad that Sean is coming out and saying this. But the thing about it, a lot of people like a lot of people in America like a new way that follow boxing. You know what I'm saying? White, black, and Mexicans. A lot of people like him. And the crazy thing about it is now people saying, "Oh, now y'all got excuses. Y'all got excuses." It ain't no excuse, dude. It ain't no excuse. If this is to be true, fair use, it's not an excuse.
Yeah, extremely suspect that Inoue was bitching and complaining about getting random tested. And Inoue is an arrogant man from what I've dealt with him. I've got to interview him here in the States. I'm a big fan of him as a fighter. But he is a little arrogant and he is a little bit used to having his way and having his ass kissed and treated like a king at home in Japan. So he showed that entitlement when VADA was like, yeah, it's random. What the fuck do you think is the point of us testing you? Of course it's random. And he bitched about it, and then the fight got moved to a later date. So that is suspect. Yeah, this is at the top levels of professional sport. Nothing surprises me in that. Yeah, extremely suspect that.
So you heard him. You heard what he had to say. He said he started bitching, complaining when he found out what VADA was. So he ain't been testing. Excuse me. He ain't been doing random drug testing for VADA. He ain't been random drug testing for VADA. I said again, he hasn't been doing VADA. A lot of lower weight classes, they probably can't afford it. And folks like, okay, if I'm going over there, this little ninja got a test. And like I said, this is like shit like this is where you get the inconsistency from boxing fans at. Now people saying, "Oh, you making excuses," instead of seeing, the writing on the wall. This dude, instead of seeing writing on the wall and everybody calling a spade, and like, okay, this dude looks suspicious. No, then you got people that say, "Oh, they're making excuses." That's what I be talking about with boxing fans. But if it was the same thing, if it was about if the story was on Stephen Falk, man, everybody be running with it, saying the same thing that people saying about Inoue. The difference is a lot of people are fans of Inoue, regardless. That's in the box community. A lot of people are fans. You know what I'm saying? If Fulton, they signed up for bottle drug tested, and Fulton was, and they came and Fulton like, what the hell you doing here? I ain't taking no test, blah, 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 blah. And Then the fight just got magically pushed back with an injury. You know, y'all be having something to say. That's what I be telling y'all about a lot of these boxing fans that don't like black fighters. They don't like black people, bro. And it got to be said. They don't like black people. They don't. I'm always emphasize that. Not all of them, but you can tell because if the shoe was on the other foot, it's no consistency. There's no consistency, and I ain't saying that he on nothing because I remember they got mad at Nuri for coming over there, Luis Nuri for coming over there and popping hot, and he had a lot to say about that. So, like I said before, I don't put shit past nobody at all. I don't put this shit past nobody in boxing. Excuse me, I don't put shit past nobody in boxing at all. A lot of these dudes, you know, will sit here and advocate for being clean, and they popping hot and they doing shit. You know, and then he get an injury all of a sudden when VADA drug test to come. Come on. And this is not me speaking from a Fulton fan. This is me speaking from a boxing fan. You know, and then when people see irregular shit like that, you know what I'm saying? When people see irregular stuff like that, bro, it piques their interest. When you see something that ain't been done before, a lot of people gonna have a lot of shit to say. Like, how's he doing this? And he looks great. He's knocking everybody out. And nobody's really questioning Inoue because he had a lower weight class. Like Pacquiao was rising to the top to 47 and doing doing things that haven't been heard of. And a lot of them very same like-minded people that's trying to act like Fulton is ducking and Fulton is doing this and Fulton is doing that. Right? A lot of them very same people are we're trying to get Manny Pacquiao a pass, and everybody knew it was fire where it was smoke. You know what I'm saying? Where it was smoke, where it was fire. Everybody already knew that. Everybody already knew what time he was on. You know, and they swept it up under the rug for their disdain for Floyd Mayweather. Oh, he's crying, he's complaining, he's lying, he's doing this, that, and the third, and this dude head just constantly growing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you need a drug conviction to make a case. Now this looks suspect. This dude looks suspect. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if Victor Conte slid in there and he started trying to advocate for him, to sponsor him doing 24/7 drug tests. But as this picture right here, don't look like he got no problem moving up the weight and putting the weight on. But what you got to understand about performance enhancing drugs is that you can benefit from them, and still beat the test. You know what I'm saying? You could benefit from them and still beat the test. That's why you heard Pacquiao say, "Well, I'll do it 6 weeks out, 4 weeks out, whatever it may be," because it's a way to cycle off of them and still, reap the benefits. You know what I'm saying? And still reap the benefits. And still reap the benefits. So at the end of the day, now people gonna start putting one and one together and say, well, he was, he didn't need a tune up. He wasn't reluctant to take this fight or nothing. He took this fight with ease. Why is he so confident? But if he is on that shit and he did all that mouth popping off about Luis Neri, and Luis Neri got banned from over there from fighting for popping hot, dude. Like I said before, you can't trust nobody, bro. The very same people, and you see this on social media all the time. And I'm not convinced. I'm not, saying Inoue on anything because he hasn't popped hot, but it's highly suspicious. But the very same people that be throwing rocks be the ones that be living in a glass house. And tell me I'm wrong. None of the very same people that be living in a glass house. No cap. They the very same people that's living in a glass house and always got something to say. Your girl can have one baby daddy and not know who the baby daddy is. And then here come another girl on social media saying, girl, you don't know who your baby daddy is. You trifling. And then she got 3 different kids by 3 different dudes and been on did 3 different fraternity tests. And they daddies all different. Like, I don't be trying to hear that, bro. I don't be trying to hear that, dude. That's why I say you learn about social media. I mean, I used to have, friends that they used to be popping off on social media like they was the shit and shit. And and they used to be flaunting with my jewelry and my shit on and stuff. We go out and let them have it. And they used to like really think they was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes sometimes. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Um, you know, you'll find me everywhere from Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, for more you know, music, entertainment, and men's talk. So appreciate the love, support, peace.